the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. Taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Boilermakers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7. And
he lobs one high down the left side. Picked off, and the opening drive is stumped with an interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Can't get him to the ground. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
He finds a soft spot in the middle, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Boilermakers! They get set for the point after as we have the... they block the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Creates a little room. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Maiava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know, with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he's going to put up Heisman numbers.
They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCoby.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Timeout, USC.
Might be changing the route. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Try to get it to the edge. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purdue!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lane. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Got his man quickly. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient.
He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Boilermaker! A great catch and run for 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Duke. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. Right down the gut of the field. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this.
He's going to let it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the year.
And he's got it inside the 35. And the Boilermakers want to move quickly.
Yeah, And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answer.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
27, USC 14.
Out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. With the catch, it's Lemon. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Sanders. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the...
Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, USC.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. High the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Might be looking to run. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lyons. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
The sure hands, it's Jordan. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Holds it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He's going for it all. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
1st and goal, Purdue.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanders. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Offense in a bunch formation. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it slips just inside that right upright. That gets them back to within 10. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quick toss. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know.
All kinds of room to the right. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 20 over USF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Watson. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. And you see my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
At the 31. That's a 1st down for the offense.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Hauls it in. Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Pulls it in. It's Lemon. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. To the air. It's Mayama. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Quick strike through the air for the score. pushed the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Gets open down the middle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Lane. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go, Zach. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And that's good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10.
Charcoal!
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Lemon. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Looking downfield on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Lemon. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13.
At the 13-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
No gain on the play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fitted in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.